Hello and welcome back, or welcome to this strong and fluid Vinyasa Flow. My name is Charlie, and today I have a very dynamic yoga practice for you. We'll be working with some strong transitions, a few arm balances, so if you do need any assistance with those, make sure you've got a crash pad laid out. And then we'll finish with some restorative work at the wall where it's a little bit more supported. So make sure that you've got a crash pad if you need it, and a wall close by. And when you're ready, we're gonna get started in a kneeling or seated position if that works better for you. So finding your chosen comfy setting. Take a moment, rest your hands in your lap, soften your eyes closed, and we'll start to set the tone for our practice. Taking the first few moments here, our first few breaths together to tune in to our bodies. Bring your awareness to your breath. And start to soften. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Soften your jaw and your shoulders. Invite your body to do a big exhale and release any tension you may be carrying. And you can start to slowly circle your head. Maybe starting with half circles. And then widening your circle to go full circle a few times clockwise. And a few times anti-clockwise. And then bringing your head back into a neutral position. You can keep your eyes closed, but make fists with both hands and roll out your hands. Again, going a few times clockwise and a few times anti-clockwise. And you're looking here to really feel for that full rotation through the wrist, warming up your wrists completely. Then we'll finish by shaking out the hands. You can open your eyes. Welcome to today's practice. Wherever you are, walk your hands forwards, come into a tabletop position, setting your hands in your knees. We'll start slow and we'll gradually build it up. So round your back and roll from side to side, moving through some barrel rolls. Again, you can go a few times clockwise and then switching it up, going anti-clockwise. You could bend your elbows, bring the movement into the arms and the shoulders. Meeting me back in tabletop now, so neutral spine. On your inhale, drop your belly, arch your back, gaze forwards. On your exhale, push the floor away, round the back, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, finding that back bend. Exhale, rounding the spine. Continue to move in this way, synchronizing each movement with your breath. Good. One more breath in and out. Good. Come back to a neutral position. Then sit your hips back on your heels and reach your arms forwards as if you're coming into a child's pose. We're not going to go all the way here. We're just using this as a way to measure the right distance. So on your inhale, lift yourself up, ripple your body forwards, lower your thighs and your hips, and bend your elbows into baby cobra. Roll your shoulders back, broaden your chest. Then as you exhale, push the floor away, come all the way back into that child's pose position. This time you can drop the head if you like, and we'll hold it here for a breath in. Exhale out. On your inhale, ripple forwards, come through to your baby cobra. Broaden your chest, roll your shoulders back. And with your exhale, move back, child's pose. Hold for a breath in and out. One more of these. Inhale, rippling forwards, baby cobra. Exhale back, child's pose. Hold for a breath in and out. Good. And then coming back into tabletop, you might need to reset your hands. Tuck your toes and slowly lift your hips, coming up into downward facing dog. Don't force anything in the beginning. If the body's feeling tight, it's okay. It will loosen up with time. Start to pedal out your legs. Deepen your breath. As you pedal the legs, you can shift a little bit more weight into each hand, into each shoulder. And you may find right about now the body starts to respond. Maybe the legs are feeling a little more at ease here. Wonderful. Ground down through your hands and your feet. Take a full breath in through your nose. And then a long sigh out through your mouth. Beautiful. Step your feet as wide as your mat. Then bring the right hand to the outside of the left leg or ankle if it's within reach. And turn your head to gaze under your left arm, coming into a downward dog twist. This one can feel a little unstable, so push the floor away, create that strong foundation. And find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Release the right hand on your exhale. And then we'll switch sides. So bringing the left hand to the outside of the right leg or ankle. Twist to gaze under your right arm. Remember to push the floor away to create stability and find your breath for 1, 2, and 3. Wonderful. Release the left hand. Step your feet back in, hips width. Then ripple your body forwards, coming into plank. And open out onto your left side for side plank. Pushing the floor away, find your stability here. Then bend the right knee and lift the foot. As you do so, try to lift your hips even higher away from the floor. Hold for a breath in. With your exhale, step your right foot forwards in line with the left hand. Then turn your body to the long left side of your mat. So you're coming into this sideways lunge. Stay low here. You can take your hands off the mat. Focus on pressing through the right foot. Good. Then we're going to shift to the left side, staying as low as we can, getting that beautiful stretch down the inside of the thigh. Turn to face the other side of your mat. Plant your right hand. Then keep turning as you transition into your side plank, picking up the left foot. Keep the knee bent, keep the hips high. Hold it here. We're going to go through that a few more times, a little quicker now. So step your left foot forwards, spin into that side lunge, stay low, no hands. Shift to the right side. Plant the left hand and move into your side plank. Nice, strong, and fluid. Hold for a breath in your side plank. And then going back again, planting the right foot. Open into your side lunge. Stay as low as you can as you shift to the left. And moving into your side plank again. Finding that control. Hold for a breath here. One more round on your exhale. Plant the left foot. Side lunge. Shift to the other side. Plant the left hand and come back into your side plank. Hold it there this time. 3, 2, 1. Plant the right foot again. This time, sink your hips towards your right heel as you spin. See if you can come a little lower into more of a skandasana. So trying to sit the hips low. You can use your hands as stabilizers. Hold for a breath. Exhale it out. Staying as low as you can, shift to the other side. Again, sending the hips towards the left heel, coming into Skandasana. Use your hands if you need some stability. Hold for a breath in and out. Beautiful. Now come through to center, keeping both knees bent, hips nice and low, coming into a goddess pose. You can rest your hands on your thighs here. We're just gonna rock side to side. Try to keep the hips as low as you can. The aim here is to keep them in line with the knees. Feet pointing out. It's probably starting to burn right about now, so stay with me. Keep the movement going. It helps distract from any burning. Good, then find center. Sink the hips even lower. Hold 3, 2, work with your breath, and 1. Beautiful. Straighten both legs. Turn your feet in parallel. Then hinge from your hips. On your exhale, fold forwards. You can either keep the hands on the hips or lower them down to the mat or a set of blocks if you're working with them. Relax your chin to your chest. We're going to slow things down a few moments here, so really take this time to come back to a steady breath. Beautiful. Lift your chest halfway. Walk your hands over to your right foot. And you're going to turn both feet to face the short end of your mat. You may need to step the left foot out to the left side so the feet are hips width distance. And if your back heel is lifted like mine is, step it forwards so that you can ground through both heels. Option to keep your chest up or fold forwards, coming into pyramid. Again, use this as an opportunity to reconnect with a deeper breath. Beautiful. Now step your back foot a little further back, so this time the heel will lift. Plant your left hand. The right index and middle finger hook around your right big toe. Open into side plank on your left and lift that right leg up, coming into your extended side plank. Remember to push the floor away. Keep lifting your hips. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Lower the foot from where you lifted it. Beautiful work. Turn your body to the left. Keep walking the hands over to your left foot and we'll spin and set up for pyramid. So ground down through that back heel. You can keep the chest lifted or fold forwards here, whatever works for you. Find your breath. Good, then stepping your back foot back to create more space. Keep the right hand planted as the left index and middle finger hook around your big toe. Moving into your side plank, lift the left leg up. Keep pressing the floor away as you hold. 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot from where you lifted it. Spin your body to the right. We'll take a few moments in a wide forward fold now. If you'd like to go deeper, you could begin walking the hands through your legs, bringing the crown of the head down to the mat. Beautiful. Lift your chest halfway. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Turn your body and step back to downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs a few moments here. Beautiful. And lifting your left leg, open out your hip and bend your knee. Start to draw circles with the left leg, feeling for that full rotation, going a few times clockwise, and then a few times anti-clockwise. Beautiful. Keep the knee bent as you sweep it forwards, plant it behind your left wrist. Open your foot out to the right side and edge your back leg down the mat, coming into pigeon. If you need some support here, place something under the left side. Then when you're ready, walk your hands forwards and we'll lower down for 5 breaths here. Work with your breath. Invite your body to soften. And that's 5. Lift yourself up. Then sit over on your left side. So if you do have anything beneath you, move it out the way. Swing your back leg forwards and cross your ankle over your front knee, like so. Then bring your left foot close to the right side. Wrap the left arm around your front leg and twist to the right. We're looking to find a very deep twist here, so I encourage you to work with your breath without forcing it. On each exhale, see if you can find more rotation through your spine. Beautiful. Now, turn your head to look forwards. Lift your left arm up, but you're looking to keep the elbow hooked on the outside of the right knee. Plant both hands down. Then you'll need to lift your hips so that you can plant your hands fully. Bend your arms and start leaning your weight into the hands. You might even be able to lift the right foot now. And see if you can lift your left foot also. The legs might stay crossed, or you may be able to extend them fully. See where is accessible, and we'll hold 3, 2, 1. Step it back to plank. Whew. And on your exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Beautiful work. Take a few breaths to reset. And then lift your right leg high, open out the hip, and bend your knee. Start to draw circles with the right leg, feeling for that full rotation of your femur bone in your hip socket. Going a few times clockwise and a few times anti-clockwise. Beautiful. Keep the bend in the knee, sweep it forwards, plant it behind your right wrist. Open the foot out to the left side and edge your back leg down on the mat for Pigeon. If you need some support, place it under the right thigh or buttocks. And then we'll walk the hands forward, settling in for 5 breaths here. And that's 5. Lift yourself up. Remove any props. Sit over on your right side and swing your back leg forwards to cross the ankle over the knee. Bring your right foot close to the left side, and then you'll wrap your right arm around your front leg and place the left hand behind you into a twist. We're looking to get a deep twist here, so move with your breath. Each exhale finding a little bit more rotation. Wonderful. Now staying in the twist, lift your right arm up and you're looking to keep the elbow hooked on the outside of the knees. You're starting to create that platform. Make your arms in the Chaturanga position and sit yourself up so that you can plant your hands and shift your weight forwards. Bend your arms to create a platform. See if you can lift the feet. Maybe the legs stay crossed. Maybe you extend them fully. Wherever you are, hold 3, 2, and 1. Step back to plank. On your exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Taking the next 3 breaths here. Completely resetting. Steadying the breath. Beautiful. On your inhale, look forwards and ripple forwards into plank. On your exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. And then you can bring your forearms to the mat. Bend your left leg, bring your knee up the side of your mat so the knee is in line with the hip. Flex the foot and we find this half frog sphinx variation. If you like more of a back bend here, you can come up onto your hands for Cobra. Find what works. And then settle into a deeper breath. Good. Come down to your forearms if you're up on your hands. Reach your right arm out to the right side. And you're going to roll your body onto your right side, picking up the left leg and placing it behind you. You can either keep the left hand close to you for support, or if you'd like to go one further, wrap the left arm behind your back, coming into a bind. This is a great one for opening the right side of the chest and the shoulder. Keep rolling more weight onto your right side. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Roll back into that half frog Cobra position. So this time come up onto your hands. You're going to tuck your back toes so you're ready to press through that foot. Then roll back onto your right. Place the left foot behind you and push all the way up into Wild Thing. Lift your hips, lift your heart. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come into a side plank now. So you'll lift that left foot, lift the knee. Slowly step the foot in line with the right hand. Then spin your body to come into Skandasana, sinking the hips down to the left heel. Stay as low as you can as you shift to the right side. Beautiful. Plant that left hand. Move into your side plank, picking up the right foot now. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Extend your right leg, come into plank. Then slowly move down to your belly. Bringing the right knee up the side of your mat, level with your hip, with the foot flexed. And you can either start in Sphinx, take a few breaths here, see how you feel, and then maybe come up into Cobra. Connect with your breath. Maybe even closing the eyes if it helps you to do that. Good. Come down to the forearms if you want already. Reach the left arm out to the left side and roll your body onto your left. Picking up the right foot, placing it behind you. Remember, you can always wrap the right arm behind the back if you'd like to go into a bind. Keep rolling more weight into your left shoulder. And we'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. Come back into your half frog Sphinx. This time come up onto your hands into a Cobra. Tuck your back toes so you're ready to push off that foot. Roll to the left, place the right foot behind you, then press up into Wild Thing. Holding it here. Lift the hips, lift the heart for 3, 2, and 1. And coming into a side plank, pick up that right foot and slowly step it forwards. Move into your Skandasana, sink the hips towards the right heel. Stay as low as you can as you shift to the left side now. Plant the right hand, move into a side plank. Keeping the bend in that left knee as you hold for 3, 2, and 1. Extend the left leg, come into plank, and move through your Vinyasa. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Settle in for the next 5 breaths. Make your breaths smooth and long. Looking forwards now, you have the option to step or jump your feet to your hands to come into forward fold. Exhale as you fold it in, bringing your belly towards your thighs, relaxing your chin towards your chest. Beautiful. Lift your chest halfway. Edge your feet as wide as your mat, keeping the heels on the mat, turning your toes out. Bend your knees, sink your hips down, coming into Malasana. You have the option to use your hands as support or bring your hands into prayer. Further still, you could lean to your left and come into a bind, reaching the left arm around the leg, reaching the right arm behind the back. So you'll need to shift your weight into your left foot to do so. And try to roll your shoulders back, open your chest as you hold. 3, 2, 1. Release and shift to the right side if you're into the bind. Wrap the right arm around the back, around the leg, left arm around the back. Again, roll your shoulders back, open your chest, lean your weight to the right. And that's 1. Release the hands, come back into your Malasana. Really nice. Very slowly extend your legs. You can bring your feet in parallel. And then come and stand all the way up, stepping the feet in hips width. If you don't have a lot of space in front of you, I recommend come and stand a little further back. You will need that space. Then hook the left ankle on top of the right knee, flexing the foot to keep the foot in position. Bend your right knee as you start to sink your hips down. This is a wobbly one, so go slow. Focus your gaze on one point. Shift your weight back through your heel, and you can find the hands in a prayer position. Deepen your breath. Good. Try to bring your belly towards your legs and plant the hands. Rest your left leg on the back of your arms. You may need to lift the right heel so that you can make that connection with leg and arms. Shift your weight into your hands, and you're either going to hold it here. If you'd like to come into the arm balance, bend that back leg, lift the foot. You can either stay here or extend the back leg fully. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Come out the way you came in. Coming back into that standing balance, hands in prayer. And slowly extend the grounded leg and unhook the left foot. Beautiful work. Second side. So right ankle crosses top of left knee. Flex the foot. And bend your left knee as you sit your hips down. You can always make little adjustments if you need to. Find the hands in prayer and focus your gaze. Wonderful, that's 5 breaths. So bring your belly towards your legs so that you can reach the hands to the floor. You may need to lift your back heel so that you can rest your leg on the backs of your arms. Keep shifting your weight forwards, and you're either staying here, lifting the back foot and working your arm balance from here, or extending the leg. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Come out the way you came in. Coming back into that standing balance, nice and steady. And then come and stand up. Release the right foot. Beautiful work. Set your feet hips width. On your exhale, hinge from your hips. Fold all the way forwards. Beautiful. Reach your hands towards the ground. If you need to, you can always bend your knees, as it's likely you're a lot taller than I am, so you may have further to reach. Setting up for crow or crane now. Lift your heels, bring your knees to the backs of your arms or up towards the armpits. Shift your weight into your hands, see if you can lift both feet. Push the floor away, you may even extend the arms. Holding this time for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the feet, extend your legs. And we're going to take a restful 5 breaths. You can either take forward fold or a ragdoll variation, swaying side to side. Beautiful. And bend your knees if you need to plant your hands and step back into downward facing dog. Wonderful. From here, step your left foot in line with the left hand. Lower your bat knee down, coming into lizard. You have the option to stay up on the hands or come down to the forearms if you'd like to work deeper. Holding here for 5 steady breaths. Wherever you are, tuck your back toes, lift your knee to make it that bit more challenging for the back leg. If you're down on your forearms, come up on your hands. Then walk your left arm through the left leg and the right arm out to the right side also. You can either use the hands for support or you can lift your arms entirely for flying lizard. keeping the chest low, the body low. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant your hands in front of you. You're gonna open out your back foot, sink your hips to that left heel for Skandasana. Holding it here. If you'd like to work into the bind, the left arm wraps around the left leg and the right arm reaches behind the back. Roll your shoulders back, open your chest, and we'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the bind. Stay as low as you can as you shift to that right side. Turn your body and set yourself up for a lizard. So starting with the back knee down is a little bit more relaxed. Option to stay up on the hands or come down to your forearms. Slow down your breathing as we take 5 here. And that's 1. Tuck your back toes, lift your knees, make it a little bit more challenging for that back leg. Then come up onto your hands. Walk your right arm through your leg out to the side, left arm out to the left side. Option to use the fingers is like little tents for stability, or to lift both arms into flying lizard. Keep your chest low. Keep pressing through the feet. And we'll hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands in front of you. Open out that back foot. Sink your hips to your right heel for Skandasana. Option to stay in Skandasana or add in a little bind, wrapping right arm around the leg, left arm behind the back. Roll your shoulders back. And we'll settle in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the bind. Stay low as you shift to the left side. Plant your hands and step back to plank. Pushing the floor away. Hold for an inhale. On your exhale, lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Again, looking forwards, you have the option to step or jump into forward fold. Exhale all the breath out as you find your fold. Then on your inhale, round your back, roll all the way up to stand. Again, if you don't have much space in front of you, come and stand in the middle of your mat. Set your feet hips width. Shift your weight into your left foot. Then lift the right leg. You can either point the foot, flex the foot. Whichever you choose, hold that leg there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now reach to catch hold of the big toe, so it's a little bit easier now. Open the leg out to the right side and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping a hold of the foot, hinge from your hip so the chest comes level with the ground. You can either keep the left hand on your hip or reach out to the side so your body comes into this T shape. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up, bring the leg forward and release it down. If that left foot is feeling a little sensitive now, it's okay. Pedal out the legs. We were on it for quite a while, so it is normal if you're feeling that. And let's move into the other side. So shifting weight into the right foot, lift your left leg, hold it there. This is the hardest part of this sequence. Stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Catch hold of the big toe. Makes it a little easier. Open the leg out to the side. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hinge from your hip. Bring your chest level with the ground here. You can reach your right arm out to the side. Create that T shape. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come up. Bring the leg forwards and release. Pedal out your legs if that right foot is feeling sensitive now. Beautiful work. Then turn to face the long edge of your mat. Step your feet out wide. You want to take them pretty wide this time, so wider than your normal straddle. Hinge from your hip. Bring your hands down to the mat. You can always find a little bend in the knees if it makes it easier. So we're going to work progressively towards our side split. So 5 breaths here. Relax your chin towards your chest. So the focus is the lower body. Beautiful. Then edge your feet out. Go about halfway, so not to your fullest, halfway there. And again, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go even further this time. So going down, maybe you even come down to the forearms as you get a little lower. Find where it is accessible. And we'll hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Use your hands to lift yourself up. Gradually edge your feet in. Come back into that straddle. So this time taking the feet in further. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Fold over your right leg. Let everything go for the next few moments here. So completely relaxing into your fold. Good, and then walk the hands over to your left foot. Fold over your left leg again, letting everything go as you breathe here. Good, walk your hands back through center, over to the right side, and step back into downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs if they're feeling a little sensitive after that side split work. And when you're ready, ground down through your hands and your feet, our final downward dog for this practice. We'll be here for 5 deep, delicious breaths. Then looking forwards, you can either hop, step, or jump into a forward fold. And then bend your knees, come into a crouching position. Okay, so we're gonna move over to the wall. So from here, you can scooch your mat right up against your wall. Then come and sit, knees bent, with the wall on your side. And you're looking to bring the side of your body right up next to your wall. And sit over on your side in a ball and swing the legs up the wall. You're looking to have the back of your buttocks resting against the wall, so you may need to scooch yourself a little closer. Then bend both knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open wide. So you come into a supported Baddha Konasana. You can rest your hands on your belly. We're going to really start to wind down here now. So now that you know that we're coming towards the end of our practice, you can begin to truly let go. Feel supported by the ground. Let yourself relax into that support. You have the option to keep your legs as they are, or you can extend them up towards the ceiling, coming into this legs up the wall position. Option to keep the hands on your belly or open them out, arms out into a T shape. Allowing the shoulders to relax down the back. Completely relaxing for our final few moments of today's class. Deepening your breath now. Slowly becoming aware of the space around you and beneath you. Slowly bend your legs, bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug your arms around your legs, coming into a ball. And roll onto one side. Take a few moments here, soaking in the effects of our practice, saying an eternal thank you to yourself for your hard work, for showing up for yourself. And just being careful of the wall. Slowly come up, find a seated position. You can rest your hands on your thighs. Let's close the eyes once more. Savoring that energy that we've cultivated throughout this class, letting it fuel us for the rest of our day. We'll finish with a final breath in and a long exhale out. When you're ready, flicker the eyes open. That completes the end of today's class. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed the many challenges that came up, whether they were accessible or not. I hope you went with it anyways. As always, thank you so much for your time, energy, and dedication. It is a pleasure to be your teacher and your guide. If you have any questions about today's class, or you would like to leave your experience in the comment section, please do. I love reading your comments. I always try to get back to people, and that's also a great place to leave any requests for future classes. Thank you again. I hope to see you next time. Namaste.